your reflection. Yeah, all the rain, all the sunshine.
Greetings, everyone. This is your girl LaSage coming to you with another daily reading. I have Jewelry by LaSage, yours truly. I will talk about that at the end. But today, we are pulling from the Ascended Masters Doreen Virtue deck. A moment of vulnerability here. My spirit led me to these cards, but I almost didn't want to use these cards because I was like, well, I do not know all about the Ascended Masters yet. You know, I'm not familiar with all of these cards, you understand? But every time I say that I don't know something or I'm not familiar with something, guess what Spirit tells me? I will guide you. Just do it. Just do it. Just go. Just listen. All right? And I listen. So this will be a reading. Now, ain't that funny, okay? I'm about to tell you. This card, it says, listen. I just love it when I just know. And for me, I know that they're always on point. But when I can actually be in front of someone and we know that these are on point, because clearly I was just talking about listening. Listen, that was... Okay, the next one is Purification. And the last one is Let It Go. So I'm not even going to try to... I'll try. Here. The goddess on this card is Kuan Yin. All right. Maybe at the end, I'll read to you about the different Ascended Masters that are on here. And this is White Tara for Purification. And then for Listen, you have Manjushri or Manjushri. Not sure if I pronounced it right. I had this whole nice setup going on over there by my window with the plants, but it was just too bright outside. You wouldn't have been able to see none of this. So, listen. So while we're on the topic of listening, your inner spirit knows everything that it needs to know. This Ascended Master is holding a sword and it's cutting through. It looks like it has fire on the sword and it's cutting through things, but it's not the flowers that it's cutting through. It's cutting through what looks like possibly weeds, right? And then it's just this flow, this dance to her, like as if, you know, like her curves are accentuated and her legs are insinuating that she's making movement, you know. I hear the word rock. And there was a scripture, and I can't remember exactly where what it said or where it came from, but I mean, I know it came from the Bible, but I don't know where it came from in the Bible, but it talks about placing you upon the rock and standing upon the rock. And that's what I'm getting. So when you're standing up on that rock, I posted a picture on Facebook the other day, and it was, I mean, I reshared a memory. I got to the top of the mountain, and when you're standing on top of this rock, there's going to be all kind of naysayers and people telling you what they think you should do, or what the right thing to do is, or you're stupid if you don't do this, or if you do this, you're stupid, or whatever the case is, that's a bad decision, whatever, because in their mind, what they see for you is not what you see for you, what your soul sees for you. It doesn't mean that they're not wrong in a sense for someone else, for themselves. That could be for themselves. But for you, remember that the guidance that you specifically get is for you, not for anyone else. So if you got somebody trying to tell you use your common sense, don't listen to them, because your spirit is going to tell you things that sometimes does not make sense. When you get into the place of just following guidance, you'll realize you'll end up in places that you never knew you would find yourself in, and quickly. Listening to your spirit is a shortcut. It is a shortcut to your happiness. It is a shortcut. The normal time limits that people place on things for you to receive things or whatever, you're not going to be on that time limit. You are sitting upon this rock and you are being blessed in front of others, right? But they don't know how you got it. They don't know what's going on. How are you blessed like that? What's happening? But it's because you listen to your inner guidance. The Creator speaks to your soul, speaks through your soul. You are one with the Creator. And until you know that, you won't be able to hear the voice of God. However you view God, I honor all paths. But you need to strengthen the relationship with whatever path that you have chosen. Because the Creator knows no paths. There are many paths to get to the Creator that resides within us. The Most High resides within us. There are all these different ways. Don't let anybody tell you that their way is the only way. Okay? The way that your soul chooses, that's the way. I'm not here to debunk any kind of paths. That's not my purpose. I'm here to help you to honor your own self, to honor the path that you choose, and listen to your guidance and listen to what it's telling you. Because if I didn't listen, I would not be married today. I would not have the house of my dreams. I would not have, let me tell you something. I would not have the happiness and the peace. I would not have the motivation to do the things that I do without getting paid for them yet, right? I wouldn't have my needs provided for without the help of anyone else. Prior to me getting married, somehow everything always ended up perfectly fine. I may not have known where things were going to come from, but things were just brought to me in the weirdest of ways, in the ways of the thin lines of things. Now I've merged, I have emerged, and I am blossoming, right? I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that as proof that the proof is in the pudding. I know what I'm talking about. When you listen, all of these people were telling me, no, don't go. How you going to go out there with nobody out there? Nobody, you don't have no family, no friends. You don't even know not a single soul. Why you gonna go out there and take your daughter out there? They made me feel like they tried to make me feel like I was a bad mother. I was making bad decisions as a mother when I already had my apartment lined up. You know, I didn't come out here homeless. I asked for things, my desires of my heart were provided. You understand? Things may not have been perfection to what I thought that they should be, but everything was perfect because every single step I took, every single situation that happened, people coming up to me randomly, not knowing what's going on truly, giving me money, whatever. Every situation that I experienced was meant for me to unlock some things into myself, for me to see things into myself. So in the things that you see, that things aren't perfection, when things aren't perfect, just understand that everything is perfect. Everything is perfect right now. Because either it's coming to show you who you are, to remind you of who you are, or it's coming as a pattern because you're not seeing it. You're not listening. So you keep getting the same guidance over and over and over because you're not listening. When you start to listen, then you'll start getting new guidance. You'll start, all right, I did what you said. Now what? Now what? You start to become open. You become open for ways in which you will be blessed. You become, and the openness, the trusting the process, the knowing that it's all yours, that everything that your heart's desires is yours right now. It's like, I can't explain the feeling. It's something you have to do to get there. And when you get to this place and you get to this feeling, nothing that you go through is ever permanent. It never feels permanent. Nothing. Because you already know that it can come and go at any moment. You can already know that you're healed. You already know that no matter what, everything is going to work out. You'll look back wondering what you were stressing about. So listen to your spirit. Purification. I get this purify your soul, meaning purify the things that's preventing you from listening to your soul. You know, maybe your diet. Maybe sometimes when you eat a certain way, you hear spirit more often. Maybe when you clear the negative, and that goes into this next card with let it go. Maybe when you clear the negative entities out of your life, or when you put them in perspective. Maybe not clearing them per se, because everybody's trying to get rid of everything or whatnot. Sometimes it's not for you to get rid of. It's for you to see its place in your life, for you to make a decision to place it properly. You might be in a relationship with a man who's not supposed to be in a relationship. You're not supposed to be in an intimate relationship with. You might have come across this person just so you can see what it is that they came to show you about yourself. What is that thing about you that you needed to understand, that you need to accept, right? In my last video, I talked about acceptance. You can go watch that video. But the letting go is letting go of the beliefs attached to this particular person. You may say, well, you may be in a relationship with this person so they could show you what you subconsciously thought about yourself. So when you were a kid, someone made you feel like you were annoying, or somebody made you feel like you were not good enough, or somebody made you feel like you needed to do stuff in order to get stuff. Somebody may have made you feel like you are a loser, or, you know, whatever the case is. Maybe you had sexual trauma or abuse, and this abuse made you disconnected or feel disconnected. made your body have memories that you can't even consciously remember, but your body remembers it, and your body's constantly trying to process it, right? And all of these things are there they're there. You can't change the past, right? But you can change how you view the past, how you view what happened in your past, right? Because if you change from the victim mentality and you move into you are powerful and this does not own you, then you move into a place of peace. You move into a place where now you're throwing all the clothes in the middle of the floor. This is what you're doing. You're going in the closet. You're going in the back of the closet. You're pulling all those clothes out and you're throwing them in the middle of the floor. My therapist used to tell me this. One by one, you're pulling these clothes out the middle of the floor. You're cleaning one by one. You're not going to get it all in one day. It's a process. You pick up one outfit, you look at it, see if it fits. If it doesn't fit anymore, you throw it away. Ooh, this still fits. I plan on this. I know where I'm going. I plan on losing weight. So I want to keep that for motivation. Whatever you got these things. Oh, this fits perfectly. I'm going to keep this. I accept that this is a part of me. I'm going to keep this. This is the truth about me. All right. So I'm going to keep this outfit. So anything that you don't fit, that doesn't fit who you are now, it may have fit later. It may have come to protect you from that trauma that you experienced when you were a child, or when you were even a young adult or an adult. Some people experience trauma later in life and they had a good upbringing, and then something happens that changes the course of how they view their perception of life. So at that point, whatever it is, face it, look at it in its eyes. What are you coming to tell me? What are you coming to show me? And I'm telling you, it will tell you. It will tell you if you listen. If you listen, it will tell you, and it will allow you to let it go and purify your soul. So, I hear fasting. It's a good time to fast from something in your life that you feel has taken you over. What is it that has a hold on you that you can't seem to let go? That's the very thing you have to let go of, right? But who says it's forever? Who says you are letting go of it actually? It's in a metaphysical sense, an unseen sense that you're letting go, right? You're throwing the situation in the fire. You're throwing the situation out there to be handled. All things are being taken care of, whether you realize it or not. You are mentally letting go. And what'll happen is everything will start to align, because now you're not holding on to this thing so tightly. Because what happens is when you're afraid to let something go that has been soothing you, you're afraid to let that pacifier go. You're holding on to it. All this mold and stuff is getting on it. You ain't cleaned it. You ain't washed it because you're holding on to it so tight. But you're telling the universe that you fear letting this thing go, because if you let it go, then this thing will happen. That is the thing you need to face. The thing that may happen if you let this go. And you need to go through that in your mind and say, well, what if it does happen? What if this does happen? Then what? Is it so bad? Or is it really bad? Face it. That's what it's asking you to do, is acknowledging it. That's all you're doing when you're getting into that process of letting go. You are facing what it is. And once you let it go, I think J. Cole posted a video, an interview, and he was talking about certain things where he was letting go, like for a while, he let go of drinking. And he's in the music industry where everybody around him is drinking, but he made the choice to let it go. But it wasn't easy for him. But in that moment, when he realized he desired alcohol, he realized all those moments where he desired alcohol, he realized what was going on within himself. And he was able to hear those thoughts and face those thoughts. Once he faced those thoughts, all right, now I see why I drink. Now I see why I'm so quick to pick up this drink without thinking twice about it. Now I see this is something, I'm not a slave to this thing. You are releasing yourself from slavery. Don't be a slave to that thing you fear letting go of. So, I feel like I have said enough today. I am going to leave you with that. I love you and gratitude to Spirit for guiding me today. Guiding me every day. I'm so grateful. Always. I love you. Peace. If you would like to know about copper custom jewelry, I put stones, I set stones in them. These are the jade stones in green aventurine. I have what I'm wearing today. I did a beaded copper bracelet. I don't know if you could see it. And then this is a beaded copper necklace, but it's made of full copper. And it has the rose quartz in it, as well as the jasper stone behind it, purple jasper. All right, and you can go to AHP_artistry. I might need to change my page to AHP jewelry. So, but AHP_artistry on Instagram. You can go there and DM me for orders. Or you can actually go, I just created my website, unlockyourinnerguru.weebly.com. It's going to be just unlockyourinnerguru.com. I already have the domain. I have to connect the two. But just for now, if you're watching this video before I do that, then that's where you're going to go, unlockyourinnerguru.weebly.com. And go under services, and you'll see all my services that I offer: hypnotherapy, Reiki, readings. You can get your personal clarity reading. Okay, my music, you can see that there as well. And other than that, I'm out. Peace.
Every time I look into the mirror, I see a reflection. Every direction, I see you, I see your face.